Alright, so here we go. This is me and my lover. As you can see, it's Winterberg. Wow, I had the name in my mind, but I wanted to make sure. I can't believe I remember that by heart. I don't remember that by heart. But as you can see, it's some really odd matchmaking. I'm the only tier 8, and the only other tier 8 on their team is an IS6. And I mentioned at the beginning of the game in the chat that, hey, I'm being pitted against an IS6. And, well, it went over a little bit more accurate to that than I thought. As you can see, I'm the only one going into town, quite stupidly, right to where I'm supposed to be without support, which means I can be completely and openly flanked behind there. If they spread evenly and get a hint, alright, I take a quick snapshot on the T-29 there, and I find the IS-6 there. He was not in a position to fire at me, but the T-29 was, and he didn't fire on me, which really kind of put me off. I didn't see the T-37 appear up until he shot me, although lucky it was a T-37 and not something more vicious. I totally did not notice that he was there, and so now I'm kind of consciously preparing for that. But at this point, I'm thinking, what should I do? Should I go back? Should I remain in my position and just wait to get flanked? Because right now I have no spotting on the T-29 and the I-6. I don't want to peek them again because right now they're probably at readiness to fire at me, so I decide to back up in hopes of, well, that they won't come around this corner and that I can reverse here and push down this way, hoping to find some targets or just see if anyone's got the idea that they should go down there. And at this point, here I go. And it's at this point that I realize the team has completely creamed the other flank and is already starting to spot the SPGs. And there they go, they're chipping away at those guys. And I'm darting down here, and this is where things start to get interesting. I think I spot a tank down there somewhere. No, I spot two heavies here. T-29 and T-150. I decide to take a pot shot at the T-150, and then back off. The T-29 gets a hint of where I am, and I don't know what happens to him, to be honest, because he ends up going the other way. The IS-6 appears here, because he has the mobility to do that. Takes a nice big shot right in my side and puts me at a handicap right away for a one-on-one engagement, which is what happens here. He goes forward, of course, doing what IS-6s do, play the aggressive card. Takes a nice big shot at my frontal plate. Right there. Which is totally what you'd expect in a frontal engagement with a Lowe. You'd be smart and go for that because, well, it's not a difficulty to pen the Lowe, sorry. But yeah, I do all I can to make sure that I block his shot, at the rare chance I do, and I do. I bounce one of his shots, and I just keep consistently penning him every time I fire at him, doing some pretty good rolls. And then I didn't think I would bounce this shot, but I did, and this gives me the chance to finish him off. And at that point, it's apparent that our team has completely won, and T-37 gets hit from behind. But this made me a little bit sad, because although this was a 1v1 engagement, and I, in complete and total fairness, had won it, the IS-6 would have been far better off if the team had support in city. And he didn't. His team was just generally inferior, and this would be the case where, you know, you would get mad if you were that IS-6 because your team did absolutely horrible, and I would have no reason to complain because my team did excellent. And here we go, killing the last heavy of the match. T-150 that backed off, cowered in the corner there. But yeah, that IS-6 probably would have had a much better battle if he didn't have to engage me one-on-one and lose. And this is what I'm sort of commemorating this video for, is for people who get crammed with bad teams and have to deal with the consequences of that and have to face up to, well, 1v1ing a tank and losing, and yeah, I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching.